Hello, everybody. Welcome to Empower for You. Every day, most of us, majority of us, we get in our car and we drive anywhere we want to go, right? And when you drive, when you get on the road, when you get on the interstate, or wherever it is, you drive in one lane, right? You don't take it upon yourself to drive in two lanes, to drive all over the road, because then that's considered reckless driving. You're not driving defensively, you're driving offensively. And you're reckless. Anybody in the way of your recklessness can be hurt or killed. So what do you think about staying in your own lane when it comes to life? Some people don't know their place. Sometimes it is so difficult for people to know their place. It seems like everybody wants to be a chief, but nobody wants to be an Indian. First of all, you have to know how to be an Indian before you can be a chief. And if you're not a good Indian, you're not going to make a good chief. You would be surprised as to how many people want to be in charge of something and they're not even in charge of their little bit. You know, the scripture even tells you about talents, how one was given 10, one was given 2, and one was given 1. The one with the 10, he multiplied those. The one with the 2, he multiplied those. The one with the 1, what did he do? He buried it. Really? You were given 1 talent, 1. And you buried it because you were scared to use it. You were scared to use it or lose it. Yeah, I still got gnats, y'all. And so what is it? What exactly is it that makes people want to be so, I don't even have a word for it right now. It's going to come to me. Recognized, fulfilled, in charge, important. What is it that makes people believe that they need to be that important in somebody else's life? That you don't know your place. You don't know what to say. You don't know how to talk to people. You just all over the place. Then when somebody puts you in your place or puts you back in your lane or absolutely just runs over you, then you're offended. Why? What are you offended for? Because somebody got you told? Because somebody put you in your place? Because somebody told you about yourself? Now you're offended? But it's okay when you do it. It's okay when you talk to people crazy. It's okay when you treat people ugly. Don't know how to talk to people. Don't know how to treat people. Don't care anything about anybody's feelings. Don't care anything about anybody's life, their mental well-being, their physical well-being. You don't care anything about anybody. But then when it turns around and it happens to you, then it turns into an event. Now we have a problem. What? There are so many people who cannot stay in their lane. I say this all the time. If there's a certain lane that you want to go in, a lot of times it is a license is required. When we started driving, what did we get? A driver's license. And that gave us the right to drive on a public road, didn't it? So let's bring that back into our life situations. If you ain't been through nothing, you can't tell nobody nothing. If you have not been through a bad relationship, how you gonna school somebody on a bad relationship? Girl, if it was me, I would have done this, I would have done that. No, you wouldn't. How can you say what you're going to do when you haven't been through it? Uh-oh. How can you say what you're going to, you don't know what you would do in a given situation. The only thing you can say is that if that were me, and I hope it never is, I would do A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Stay in your lane. You know, even the scripture tells us, it says, you know, when you deal with a little, then God would turn around and give you much. But you got to be faithful of the little in order to be given the much. Some people can't do nothing with the little bit that they got. You're not responsible for the little bit that you got because you so busy trying to get over in somebody else's business. How is it that your lawn is brown? Hear me. Your lawn is brown and probably even just has dirt, no grass, brown dirt. And you're trying to criticize your neighbor whose lawn is green. Your house is unkept, but you telling your neighbor their house dirty. That means that we are out of touch with ourselves. We are so out of touch with ourselves. Because we're too busy focusing on something else. We're too busy focusing on something that has nothing to do with us. You know, we see people every day perform certain tasks, and we believe, I can do that. Oh, I can do that. Really? Just because that person can make that look easy, you can do that? Are you licensed to do it? Are you gifted to do it? Did you even ask to be trained to do it? Do you see what I'm saying? And if you just step up thinking that, hey, I can take your place, I can move you, you're not doing nothing no way. So I can do what you do easily. I see what you do every day. You're not doing nothing no way. I got this. I can handle what you do. Really? You really think so? Give it a try. Stay in your lane. So many people have such a problem with staying in their lane. And with that, they will do anything they can to try to sabotage you, to move you out of your lane. Do you know that? But you have to know the game when you see it. Know the game when you see it. When someone is coming against you to move you out of your comfort zone, to make you act out in a feeble attempt to take your place. And yeah, I said a feeble attempt to take your place. Can they do what you do? No. They just don't want you to have it. because they can't stay in their lane. And usually people who cannot stay in their lane, these people are very miserable human beings. They have no life. They have nothing to do. And they're mad because you have a life. Everybody loves you. You're effective in what you do. And, and some people just cannot take effectiveness. They cannot take excellence. They can't, that just takes them somewhere. And they just start driving all over the road, being reckless, saying things, doing things, hoping to either drive you off of the road or drive you into somebody else, to hurt you, to wreck you, to put an end to your progress, to stifle your progress, to even drive you out. And this happens on all levels of relationship. Whether it's a man and a woman, whether it's a woman trying to sabotage another woman to get a man, whether it's another employee trying to sabotage another employee trying to get a certain job or a position. Yeah. Whether it's a family member thinking that, well, mom likes you best, well, dad likes you best, so I'm going to sabotage you to see if they'll love me like they love you. In job situations, let's create rumors about you to make you look bad. Yeah. We'll make you look bad to the boss to make myself look good. Stay in your lane. Stay in your lane. Do what you do. Obviously, you don't have enough to do. Because if you can't stay in your lane and you're driving all over the place, you got too much gas and too much time. And somewhere along the line, there's an enabler. There's an enabler in the picture. The person who allows you to continue to do your foolishness. That is an enabler. But if you take the enabler out of the equation and you have to stand on your own, eventually you'll learn your place and you'll drive in your lane. Me, I like staying in my own lane. Yeah, I have people cut me off. I have people try to drive me off the road and sometimes even pull over in front of you and just stop, hoping and thinking that you're going to hit them immediately from the back and they'll have some type of claim against you. You hit my car. You did this. You said that. No. Because they have nothing else. They have nothing else on you. So I have to create something on you. You know how we go through life and we mind our own business and, we try to go to work or the market or wherever we go and we try to go and we try to do our own thing and mind our own business, go our own way. Try to live peaceably with all men. You need my help, I'm there. But what about these folks that can't stay in their lane? What about those people? Those miserable types that need all this recognition. They need to be relevant. They need to be important. They need to be recognized for what they do, which is nothing most of the time. They're actually riding on the accolades of other people. We call those tailgaters. People that ride right up on your bumper. They blowing the horn, screaming, mad. Hey, get out of the way. But you're doing the speed limit. You're doing the speed limit. There's a whole passing lane right there. See it? See that passing lane right there? See it right there? I'm going along with the flow of traffic, going about my way, minding my own business. But you're in behind me on my bumper, blowing the horn, swearing, wanting me to move. But you won't go around and pass me. Why am I telling you this? Because most times in most situations, that's all they can do is follow you and make a whole bunch of noise. They're too afraid to go around. Because if they go around, then they're going to have to do some work. And God forbid they get in front of you. Because if they get in front of you, now they're the leader. Now all the responsibility falls to them. Now they're on the front line. When something happens, God forbid something happens, now they're going to be responsible. Do you see what I'm saying? Stay in your lane. The scripture says, to whom much is given, much shall be required. Are you able to walk in another person's shoes? Are you able? Just because another person makes something look easy does not mean that it may be easy for you. It may be easy for them because that is their gift. That is their talent. For you, that may be absolutely impossible. It may be mind-blowing. It may be stressful. It may stress you out so bad, it may cause your pressure to go up. God, who knows? Is that what you want for yourself? I guess you do, because you can't stay in your lane. What is it? What is it that drives people to drive all over the road, to never can mind their own business? Probably because they don't have any business. So they have to make up some business, which is you. I don't have a life. So I'm going to live my life making yours miserable. Or I'm going to try to make your life miserable, or as miserable as I can. Is that happening to any of you? It just happened to me on a job where there was a lot of he say, there was a lot of she say, there was a lot of drama. Me, I'm vocal. I'm outspoken, and I don't hold things in. If something makes me angry, it's just up and out. And I was expected to hold that in because that was the personality trait of my boss. I'm not my boss. I'm me. Well, you can't do that because you're in a leadership position. You're supposed to lead by example. Okay, but leading by example is you coming to me telling me some he say, she said, bull. Leading by example is you being as busy as you are, but you got time to listen to crap about me and then come and front me on some he say, she said book. Come to me about my job. What am I doing wrong? Correct it. But life too short for he say, she say. What grade are we in today? Third? With he say, she say, they say? You know, just this Friday, again, we got another person who can't stay in their lane. went to my boss and told my boss that there was a rumor going around about something that I supposedly said. Do you not know my boss called me with that mess? Well, there's a rumor going around that you said thus and so about thus and so. And we need to have a meeting. Hold on. We need to have a meeting by some he say, she say, they say. Not a meeting about my work not being done. Not a meeting about my unit being out of order, me not getting to work on time, my workers not doing their job, something that I've done wrong. But some third grade, he say, she say, they say drama. About from somebody that cannot stay in their lane. This is what I'm talking about. This is how people go about trying to sabotage you when they can't touch you. When people know this, when a person cannot touch you and they know that they can't touch you and or move you out of a position, they will create stuff to make you blow up and move yourself out of a position. Yeah. On my last job, I got tired of it. I got tired of the he say, she say, they say, drama, third grade bullshit. I got done. I was done with it. And we too grown for that. We too grown. We too grown and life too short. This coming from a person who can't even do my job. I'm a credential holder with the state of Alabama. And this is coming from a subordinate. And you're taking the word of a subordinate on some he say, they say. I'm so flustered, I can't even say it. Some he say, she say, they say drama that has absolutely nothing to do with my job performance. Yeah. Yeah. Then on top of that, when that doesn't work, then people start to threaten you with idle threats. When the he say, she say, they say, the the nitpicking, when that doesn't get to you, then we start threatening. We go into places of threatening. If you don't do this, I'll just take you out of the job altogether. Great. Can you do it today? Is that going to happen today? I mean, that doesn't rile me. That doesn't rile me. It doesn't make me come to you begging like, oh no, don't, please don't, no. If you know me, I don't take threats well. If you make a threat, you might as well just go ahead and carry it out because I'm not going to let it drop. I know my place. I know my place. I know my limits, and I know what I'm not going to take. That's what we call being grown. However, everybody has not reached that level of maturity. They don't know their place. They don't know what lane to drive in. They don't even know the direction that they're supposed to be going in to get to their next destination. Because they're too busy looking at the scenery. And you know who looks at the scenery in a car? Not the driver. Majority of the time, the person who enjoys the scenery most is a child in a car seat. And they have no rights. They go wherever the car goes. Wherever the car goes, wherever the car stops. But the mature adult gets in the car, drives responsibly in their lane to their next destination, while the child rides in the back and enjoys the scenery. And the only way they can get out of the car is if the adult lets them out. You don't see no children driving no cars on the road. Know your place. Know your place. Know your role. Know who you are as a human being, as a person. Because while you're so busy trying to run somebody else's life, trying to run somebody else's job, guess what? Yours is going undone. Or you need something else to do because you got too much time on your hands. As children, we were told that an idle mind is the devil's workshop. Obviously, your mind is a little too idle. And if your mind is idle, then it starts to create mischief. It starts to create stuff. Then you start picking at people. You start picking. And a lot of times, a lot of this stuff is in your own head. About people talking about you, about rumors and different things like that, that you have to strike out at other people. A lot of that stuff is in your own mind. A lot of that stuff stems from just common everyday jealousy. You want what another person has, and you know you can't have it. Simple. So what's the first thing you're going to do? You're going to act out, trying to get attention. Simple. Stay in your lane. Why can't you stay in your own lane? It has always been one lane per taxis. You can't drive all over the road. Same as with life. Tend to your business. Everybody in life has their own business. Tend to your business. You will be all the better for it. Everybody around you will be all the better for it if you would only tend to your own business. You know, me, I have too much going on with myself to try to tend to somebody else's business. I have so much going on with myself, like what I'm going to eat for dinner today, what type of pajamas I'm going to wear to bed, what type of ugly shirt I'm going to put on when I get off work, what color shoes am I going to wear? Am I going to wear socks? No socks? Hair up, hair down, makeup on? Do you see how much stuff I have to go through with myself? That sounds petty, don't it? So imagine how petty it sounds for someone to try to infringe on me when they have their own life. Stay in your lane. Know your place. Take your place. Everybody has been given a gift. Everybody is anointed to do something. Do it. Start today. Start today to drive in your own lane, to do your own thing. Don't be a copy of somebody else. Be your own unique, beautiful self. You'll be better for it. Think about that. Have a great one.